Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the On Tap podcast. We have a wonderful guest today, fellow content creator, Minnesota guy himself, over 100,000 followers across all platforms, the man, the myth, the legend, Gotenv.
Hype me up a little bit more, man. Hype me up a little bit more. I like
Beautiful.
Yes, sir.
Great hair. He smells really good. That shirt that he's wearing looks very clean.
Sipping ain't easy, baby. You can get this at heygotenv.com.
We're super hick. We like to give a round of applause for everything.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I like the energy, man.
Yeah, is that a hick thing? The round of applause?
Oh yeah, that's a big time hick thing. Like you just clap for everything.
I didn't know that.
No, like cheering. Like it's just like quiet, nice clap. Oh yeah, I love this
Gotenv.
guy.
So we're looking through your Instagram. We see that you've had a lot of connections with a lot of very well-connected people. Right. We see in the first posts on your Instagram, the pinned ones are like you with Sugar Sean, you with Brecky Hill, you with Sky Bree. I mean, how do you meet these people? And two, what are some of these experiences like?
Man, it's so crazy being able to be in these positions and meet like the people you just named out. I don't know. It's like I don't know how to explain it, bro. It's just so much. Brecky Hill, she's an awesome person. She's super cool. Sean,
you weren't just chilling with her. You're like in a hot tub with her.
Oh yeah. We ain't do like, too much though. We ain't do.
You were close.
Yeah, we were a little. Yeah, you can say that. But it was it's an experience, you know. Shout out to Loaf because he's the one that obviously put me in those positions. Being able to travel with him and just meet up with people like that is really, really super cool, and it's like it helps with like getting the resources out there and just meeting up and connecting with a lot of people and stuff like that. So it's super cool.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. You missed a big opportunity. I mean, honestly, hear me out. If you would have brought a little mason jar with you, scooped up some of that hot tub water, you could probably be selling that right
I'll make $1 million. I'm not gonna lie, man.
eBay would be popping off.
The one time she grabbed my bottle, I was like, should I sell this on eBay?
Yeah.
Should I sell this? Like she touched my bottle, bro. Like maybe I should sell it. I can make $1 million off that.
Yeah, for real. Go to heygotenv.com to get yourself some Brecky Hill hot tub water.
Yes, sir. Hey.
Yeah, what is that like? You got to meet Sugar Sean. It looked like you guys were in a training facility of some sort.
Yep.
Did you get to like see him training when you were there, or like what was the deal with that?
Well, I got to see him punch me. So
he punched you?
Oh yeah, he pieced me up.
That's fucking
Hell
awesome.
yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually a great story because usually like when you get punched in the face is not that cool.
Yeah.
But if someone like Sugar Sean punches you in the face, it's like the story of the lifetime.
Bro, it's like being able to like get an actual punch from a UFC champion. It's
That's
something
crazy.
It's something that's gonna stick with you for a while. You know,
He's got the belt on his shoulder and everything in the photo with you. Dude,
Literally.
that's sweet.
Like even trying to like talk to him like, yeah, this is my belt now. He's just gonna look at you like, boy, what you thought this was? That's your belt. That's not even the real belt. You thought it was the real thing, but nah. But yeah, he's a super chill guy. He's super cool. He just doesn't have a filter. He don't got no filter. Like,
Well, I
Says
feel like
whatever.
when you know that you can beat the shit out of anyone, you don't really have to have a filter. Like,
exactly.
they can't say anything
you know
back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the point, like you have that confidence knowing that I can just walk in here. I'm the man. Like,
Dude, he's a bad dude.
He is, but he's so nonchalant.
Yeah.
That's the thing about him. Like people like that are deadly. Like you got to watch out for people like that.
It's always the quiet ones.
Underestimate them,
Yeah.
dude.
Like
For real.
If I'm a hothead and I want to fight somebody that's just, I gotta watch. I gotta rethink like my approach. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, so actually I wanted to touch base on how you got to meet Loaf too and like how you got started doing YouTube. So I know that you guys met at a bar and you literally met in the bathroom of Cowboy Jackson, Minneapolis.
Yeah, man, it's so crazy. It's like I felt like the universe was just aligning everything together, you know, because like that day was the day that I decided to start doing YouTube, and it just so happened that I met him, and then we just connected, and then from there it's just history, you know.
That's so
That's
cool.
fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Not often that you meet someone that's in a position to like do the same shit you're doing,
Right.
but then also help you further your own career, and you're just meeting them at the urinal.
Man, it's
I mean,
crazy.
that's a story, right?
Like
there.
imagine just going in a bathroom and just taking a piss, and then you just
It's just divine intervention.
just like I'm just like I was literally just in my zone. Like I was just taking a leak, you know, and I look over. He was staring dead at me. Like we locked out. I'm like, hey, bro, like what's up? He goes,
that's awesome.
he goes, what's up? I'm like, you good? He goes, I just saw you out there, bro. Like you're funny. I was like, you got Riz. He was like, you got Riz. I'm like, what the fuck is Riz? I was like, I didn't know what Riz was at the time. He was like, you got Riz, bro. You funny. I just saw you talking to some girls out there, and I was like, oh, that's what you mean, Riz, like talking to girls. So I was like, oh, he's like, so how are you able to do that? I'm like, bro, I don't know, because I'm just a friendly guy. I just have conversations.
Just do it.
Literally, next thing you know, he was like, yeah, bro, we should film together. I literally couldn't believe it, because like once he told me he had a YouTube channel, I didn't look at the following at the time until I went back to where I was sitting at, and I sat down and I looked at my phone. I was like, no, this can't be real, bro. I have to fact check. I'm like, bro, do you see this real quick? Is it 200K that I see?
That's crazy.
There's no way. And then he texts right when I'm looking at it. He texts me. He's like, yeah, bro, I hope to see you on Saturday. I was like, this motherfucker for real. Like, he's actually like trying to film with me. Like, and then I had to sit there and process. And I'm like, yeah, this is where I belong. This is what I like. The universe literally is just aligning. Like, it's so crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just doesn't feel real. Yeah.
We were watching your interview with Waterwave before. Shout out Waterwave. Shout out Ricky. We've had them on a couple times. They're good shit. You do like rapping, you do music and shit like that. Is that something that you're still trying to pursue like pretty heavily, or are you trying to focus more on like content creation, or just a mix of both? Like what's
pretty much a mix of both, just because like when it comes to music, I love making music. It's just like a soothing. It just helps me with everything that's going on around. When things move too fast, like what I'm experiencing now in my life, sometimes music, just being able to record, it just helps a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
And I have made a few songs with Love too. You know, we get in the studio. Hell yeah. We get in the studio,
Cooking
we record.
it up, baby.
I tell him, I'm like, because he was like, bro, we need to record. I'm like, hey, all you got to do is just come in the studio. We can make a hit. That's all it is. He's just feeling the vibe, energy.
Dude.
It's like just the connection that we have, and just being able to like just pick up where somebody else leaves off and stuff like that is just really good, you know.
Totally. Yeah, and that's a different environment too. Getting into, we have a couple of friends that are musicians and rappers and whatever, and getting into like that studio environment, and like you can tell when someone's like really into it or like really enjoys doing it, because you see this like mindset shift, and then it's like they're a totally different person, and all of a sudden you know it's about to be a good session when everyone's just like super good mood, the vibes are great. All of a sudden, everyone just starts. The music feels so much more vibey, you know. It's just such a fun environment.
It's just like all about the creativity too, because like you can tell, you know, in that vibe, you're like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a good song.
Yeah,
that translates really well to like what we do in here too, because like if we have a guest come in and like the vibes just aren't there, I'm like, I'll sit out in that room and drink beers and have fun and just get the vibes going before we even think about turning the cameras on, because otherwise it's just not the same. It just works so much better.
You know, there is a delicate balance though, and I'm sure actually you've experienced this, where like you get in that mindset, and like if someone gets too deep into the beers or maybe smokes a little bit too much, and then it's like, then it kind of ruins the vibe a little bit.
Like, hey,
someone
bro,
gets a little bit
relax.
too fucked up.
Hey, just relax.
Just chill.
Just give like 10, 20 minutes. Just like feel the buzz. Don't rush it. You know, like
we have done that to a fault too, where we're like have too many beers out there, and then we get on here, and then either the guest is too drunk because maybe they're a little nervous or whatever the case.
Hey, that's facts though. Just because like I'm not a big drinker, but like I know my limit. I take 1 or 2, 3 shots. I'm like, all right, you know what? I can feel it. I can feel it going down. Let me just relax a little bit. Let me just conversate and just like not realize that I'm drunk. You know, like it's just one of those. But yeah, I get that.
Let the flow go.
You gotta ride the line.
Let the flow go.
I want to take it back to that first Saturday with Loaf, when you first filmed the video with him. What was the first video you ever filmed, and were you nervous as fuck to meet up?
I was sweating. I was sweat. When I say I was like sweating, like I started stuttering my words just because like I didn't know what I was doing. And the first video we did, he actually told me to press him, like just like act like some random dude coming to like just like macho, just like get in his face and stuff like that. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm down for that. And next thing you know, last minute he was like, I want you to press my cameraman, because at the time Dan didn't know me. So I'm like, all right, bet. I don't even know who he is either. So now I can just walk up in here and be like, yeah, I'm on your case.
Did Dan know this was all set up?
Dan did not know not a damn thing. Dan was so oblivious. Dan was so oblivious. Like me and Loaf at the time, we were texting. He was like, yeah, come to Northtown Mall. You're gonna go from the top escalator. You're gonna walk down. Like I'm literally on the phone and I'm walking past him while we're setting everything up. Dan, when I say Dan is oblivious, bro, I don't know how to explain it. Like he's so funny, but literally after that, I pressed him. I got him out his body for the first time. Like that was the first time I actually got Dan to like put hands on somebody. Like
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got him out his body.
Damn.
And then when we told him it was a joke, he was like, "Bro, I've never acted like that in my life." Like he was like, "I have never acted like that in my life, bro." And I was like, and me not knowing who he is the first time, so I was like, "What do you mean by that?" And then getting to know Dan over the years, I'm like, "Damn, bro, I'm the first person that actually got you out your body."
That's
like
crazy.
I got you out of character because like he was ready to fight me.
What did you say to him?
I smacked his hat off his head.
Oh, that's the ultimate.
I like
redneck
literally. I was
disrespect.
like, I took his glasses off his chest. I was like, he was like, "Give me my glasses back." I'm like, "That's mine now." And then he looks at me. I was like, "That's my hat too." And I flicked his hat off his head. That's when everything went left. That's when everything went left. As soon as I flipped his head, man, he was like, "Bro," I was
He's
like,
ready
"Oh
to
my
roll."
god!" I was like, "Who is this guy?" I was like, what button did I just press that I shouldn't have pressed?" Like that's literally what was going through my head. And then Loaf stepped in, was like, "Yeah, bro, it's a prank," and like everything went cool. And then after that, we kind of just like pretty much just like vlogged the whole session. So it was like getting a feeling of like understanding how to be able to film and just going out and doing that stuff.
How to
So
work with the camera.
exactly,
Yeah.
like just like get like engagement with the fans, like making sure that you're doing what you need to do. Like I was just at first I was an NPC, bro. I just didn't talk. Like he tried to rope me into like get into the conversations, and I was like, I don't even know what to say, bro. Like it was just like everything just moved so fast.
Well, that's
like,
such a crazy like mindset to try and get yourself into, because like a few days ago you're just pissing at the urinal with this dude. You have no problem talking to him then, but then you find out who he is, and now you're psyching yourself out. Like, oh fuck, I'm
literally.
like I'm gonna look like a dumbass. And yeah, I've gotten that situation multiple times on here where I'm like, I just lose anything to say, and I just like sit here and stare at the wall, and I'm like, oh, I look really stupid right now.
Put on the spot, totally.
Yeah, that's what I like always used to think. But then I was like, this is who I am, though.
Yeah.
I can't overthink about how other people are gonna look at me, knowing that this is who I am. Like
Right.
the real people that see me on an everyday basis are gonna understand that. But like the fans, you know, you're like, I know you guys get that. Oh, your videos aren't funny.
Yeah.
Or you guys, you know, I get that all the time. Like,
Yeah.
And if you're in this line of work, you gotta have a strong. Like,
Yeah. You almost got to like learn to be a masochist a little bit, like learn to love the hate and
That's it.
and
Oh,
sort
for
of
sure.
like
That's it.
understand like
yeah.
they maybe don't even mean it.
Let the hate fuel you. That's
Right,
it.
right.
Just let it fuel
And
you.
drive that algorithm, baby.
That's
Literally.
That's what I've said since day one. Is like, if they're typing a hate comment, that makes them a fucking fan. They watch the video and they commented on
my
it. You are a
God.
fan.
It eats.
That's
it,
what
like,
you are.
It's the best feeling too, because like
Yeah.
once I see it, I'm like, you really went out your day to comment in a video that you don't like. You watched a whole video, because like it's one thing if you comment in the first clip, but if it's a 2-minute video and you're commenting on the very last part of a 2-minute, you watched a 2-minute video that you didn't like, and you had the audacity to come tell me that you didn't like it in my comments.
Right.
I'm not gonna comment back to you, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna like it though. Like, hey, I see you hating, buddy. Like,
Appreciate
you know,
it.
yeah.
I'll remember it. I'll
Yeah,
remember
of
it.
course, because that's what fuels me. Like people hating, because like at some point they're gonna be like, yeah, I was hating on him, but he kept doing what he was doing, so
He's
I
grinding.
gotta give him his respect.
You got to
know?
respect it a little
Exactly.
bit.
Respect
Yeah.
the hustle.
For sure.
yeah.
For sure. So like obviously being on the prank side of YouTube, I mean that's a tough market to be in, and that's a tough place to get
Oh, yeah.
followers, and especially with it being so saturated now. So like in that position, obviously what you're doing is trying to get the best reactions out of people. Is there like a couple times that stand out to you of like some of the best reactions that you've got? I know recently you did the stealing people's phones prank, and
Man.
you like got punched in the back of the head.
Those are oh my god, I can't even explain like what's going through my head when I do these pranks. I just know it's gonna be a good prank. That's like my first idea is like, oh, this is gonna be good, but I just don't know how good it's gonna be until I do it. And the one that I got punched, it was so like, it just happened so quick, because like he just turned around, started swinging at me. I'm like, hey, bro, it's a prank. And then he was like, he felt bad.
Yeah.
He literally felt bad.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
which is-
Oh,
like,
you good, bro?
yeah,
you good?
you're good. Like, you're chill. Like, I'm the one that caused this. So out of anybody, I should be the one.
Yeah,
that should
that's
be
the
taking all
crazy
the
part.
heat,
Is
you
like,
know?
if you obviously doing the pranks, you know that you're the asshole
Exactly,
in the situation. So like
exactly.
it's got to feel super weird for someone to apologize to you.
Yeah.
Like, no, this literally is my bad. I started this whole
like,
shit.
and I feel like he felt bad because he thought that he actually hit me. He didn't even like connect once. Like I literally like dodged all the punches, but like the fact that he was like so genuine to apologize about hitting me, I'm like, bro, you don't have to apologize. Like this is my fault. Like I'm the one that pranked you, bro. I took your phone and I ran with it. I literally ran with your phone. If I was an asshole, I would have turned around, looked at you, and then kept running. But like, you know, I let you catch me, and I gave you your phone back, and I told you it was a prank. Like, let's just keep it moving. You know?
Yeah.
But you do get some people that like they don't like it.
I would
regardless.
imagine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Regardless, afterwards, you tell them it's a prank. Like, hey, bro, like it's all jokes. Like, fuck you. I don't care. Like, you should. Why are you still filming? But I'm like, bro, all right. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna walk away. I'm just gonna walk away. Guess what? Half of the time they still follow me and they record me. Like they record me. I'm like, all right, now I'm a reverse Uno on you now. Like, I'm gonna hit you with the stop filming me. Why are you filming me? I'm gonna call the cops on you. Like we always do that. Like the reverse Uno, man.
Dude, I think
works.
the craziest one that I've seen on some of your videos was when you were doing the putting people's dogs down
Oh
prank.
my
And the dude
God,
threw
dude.
his dog over the fence in the
Bro.
dog park. I'm like,
Bro.
what?
Okay, first off, I have 2 dogs. So what I did was it was pushing it, but seeing what that dude did to his dog, I would never in a lifetime do to my dog.
He yeeted
So
the
the
motherfucker.
whole premise was that you asked people if you could pick up their dog, and then you asked them if you could put them down.
Literally.
And then you were wearing
Oh,
like a
your-
lab
your
coat.
dog is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my god, can I pick it up? And I'm like, oh yeah. And I'm like, oh my god, oh so cute. What breed is it? And they'll tell me, I'm like, oh, a Shih Tzu. Oh my god, I love him. Can I put it down? And I'm like, yeah, go ahead. And I just whip out the syringe, and the syringe, it's like a big, it's like
Such
this
a shock
big, bro. And I
factor.
just whip it out, and I'm like, oh my god, you're such a cute dog. I'm gonna put you down. And I just like, and they were like, what are you doing? I'm like, you told me to put your dog down. And then they see the syringe. It's the syringe that gives it away,
Yeah,
bro. Like
yeah.
a big old syringe with a brown gooey, like it's dog treat, by the way. It was all dog. Like, I tell them afterwards, like, yeah, it's just dog treat. Like, and then they still don't care. Like,
No, people get protective
Get
about
outta
their
here.
animals.
Dude, people get weird about
like,
animals,
literally.
especially like you get those people where it's like, these dogs are my children.
Oh,
And then it's like,
yeah.
what the fuck
Like they
is
take it
going on?
personally. They take it very personally, and I get it too because I have dogs. They're like my kids as well. But are you gonna throw your kid over the fence? You gonna chuck your kid like a softball over the fence?
a good point.
No, that's a
To
real
save
question.
'em, to
think
save
about
'em.
it. Yeah, like think about that. I'll grab like all the other clips. Every person grabs their dogs. They don't throw their dogs. What that guy did, no, that's not a love for your
No
dog.
hesitation.
Yeah.
Because literally, this is a concrete, guys. The dog smacked his head on the concrete.
my
that part you
God.
didn't see because like it was like blocked by the fence.
Oh
but like
my
the dog
God.
smacked his head so far. You can see my face expression because I was so shocked that happened. Even the dog was scared.
He started yelling, "Oh my god!"
Like
Shucks the dog. I'm like,
and I'm
whoa,
just
what?
standing. It's not like I'm running after him. Like, oh, I'm gonna put your dog down. No, I'm literally just standing there. Like, what are you doing? And then he just, I'm like, oh no. I'm like, it just happened. I'm like, and the dog just hit his head, and the dog got up and looked at the owner like, I can't believe he just did that. Because like when he came back to pick the dog up, the dog was literally tails tucked in the corner,
Oh
like,
my
don't touch me,
God.
like, don't touch me.
He's
That's
like,
why
all
I
right,
came
I'm
back.
moving out.
Bro, I was so surprised that it was so, and you saw the way he picked the dog up,
Yeah.
and just threw the dog in the car.
Yeah, dude.
And I was
Weird.
like, I had to like, why would you throw the dog like that?
Is there ever any prank reactions that you got to like cut out because it's like too far, or maybe like just not funny how crazy they act? Or I suppose that's kind of what you're going for.
Yeah. I mean, all in all, it's just all about the authenticity about my videos. So like, regardless if it's a good prank or a bad prank, I like to like show it to the people, like the time we take and what we go through. Like, it's not easy. We take hours and days. Like that that prank we just did, the putting dogs down. It took 3 days to do that prank.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like 3 back-to-back days. Like the first clip was that clip. After that, we were like, yeah, bro, this is gonna be platinum. Let's go back to back. We're gonna go to every parks and we're gonna do this. We're gonna go to the same park because we already know that this park is gonna be a good park. So we just kept doing it over and over again. Literally wake up at 7 a.m., prep, put on the lab coat. Hey, I gotta start working on my dialogues now. I gotta start. Oh, is that your dog? Because like we were at the YouTube motel at the time in Miami. Shout out to those guys, man, Lefty and Michael. But yeah, we were there and they had 2 dogs. So I would practice on their dogs. Like I literally would just wake up and like, oh, Oreo, you're such a cute dog. And I'll pick him up. I'm like, Michael, can I put your dog down? And he'd be like, yeah. I'm like, all right, bro. Here you go, Oreo. But like, it's just like being able to practice that and just work a build up to go out in public to random people
Right.
and try to put their dogs down.
That's
That's Man,
Such a bold prank. I love it.
it's so crazy because like the last dude literally was like, "So what would you do if I actually put your dog down? I'll shoot your ass." He literally said that.
Damn.
I'll shoot you. I'm like, hey, shit, I wouldn't hold you to it, man.
Who's carrying a gun at a dog park? That's
Don't-
crazy. That's
I
a
don't
crazy
wanna-
move.
I
Well, you
don't
said
wanna
you're in
find out.
Florida. Everyone's
Oh,
got a
yeah,
gun
okay,
in
yeah,
Florida.
that's fair.
That's
That's
why,
fair.
yeah. Even
Yeah.
with the stealing people's phone, I was so scared of like. That's why I was like so skeptical of where I want to do that prank because you just can't do that type of pranks anywhere.
Right.
Mhm.
Imagine just stealing somebody's phone, they shoot you because like you're stealing like quote unquote stealing their phone. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Oh,
So
yeah.
like you have to be aware about where you're doing the prank and what type of prank you're doing and how bad it could get. You know.
Right.
So that's the number one thing about filling it out.
For
I've always
sure.
wondered, like, is there any like legality problems with filming people? Or is that
Um,
like even if you just shoot a regular prank, is there people that you have to blur their face out? Do you have to get like permission from them after you fuck with them, or
No.
you just? Or is there anything like they could get you with? Like if they saw your video and were like, "You put my face in
I
this," and
don't know if I want to give the sauce out.
no, I was genuinely just curious.
Yeah,
You don't.
no,
we don't
okay,
have to
see,
put it in.
okay, see, out of that, I'm gonna just say this: you can obviously file a privacy complaint on YouTube videos if you see yourself in that video, but it's up to the person that dropped the video whether or not they want to blur your face. If you file a privacy complaint and you don't blur the person, they're probably gonna take your video down. That's the most they're gonna do.
That's
Just
all
take
that's
the
gonna
video.
happen is they
Yeah.
just.
But if you blur their face, then either it's gonna be up, but you're not gonna know what
Yeah,
person it is
yeah.
unless you already watched the video right when it dropped. That's
Right.
the only time. Yeah. But other than that, yeah, you can.
pretty much.
I
do
don't
anything.
care. I'm gonna put you. Don't put me in my video. Oh, you're definitely gonna get put. I promise you now. You saying that is gonna most likely get you in the video now.
I've always just genuinely wondered that because I've watched prank videos since I was 10 years old.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I've
Oh,
always
yeah.
wondered,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
can you get in trouble for that?
Oh
But-
no.
How do you come up with some of the ideas for the videos that you're doing? I know obviously drawing inspiration from other creators, I'm sure is a big part of it,
Yeah.
and then putting your own twist on it.
Exactly.
So I know like the putting the dog down thing. I know Ross Creations.
Yeah,
I've seen
oh.
him do that.
Oh, hey,
but
big
you
shout out
put
to
like
him.
a different twist on it. You know, I really like how a lot of people like. Well, let's say you specifically and Ross Creations. It's obviously things that have been done before, but putting your own spin on it is
Exactly.
what makes it unique.
Yeah.
And that's how you can get away with doing it. You know.
And that's why I love like especially like guys like Ross, like watching his video, he's so authentic in how he does his stuff. And that's how I am. I don't fake my pranks. Not ever once have I ever faked my pranks. So being able to watch somebody that's so authentic, I have to get that inspiration. Like, oh, if you're doing that and it's not a skit, I know I can do that and I can do it in my own way. So that's why I use his idea. And I obviously you got to give them the credit, you know. So using his pranks and being able to do it in a Gotenv's way, you know.
Totally.
It's not
Yeah.
Ross. I'm not Ross, so
Right.
I can't do it the exact same way he does it. But he inspired me to use his prank to try to make it my way.
Totally.
Exactly. So
Yeah, and it's way more acceptable now
yeah.
on YouTube especially
Mhm.
because it's like there's a lot of ideas that are already out there that maybe there's a different spin on it that could be way funnier
Yeah.
in your channel that just wouldn't work for someone else's.
Exactly.
So I'm all for it, you know?
Yeah.
I think this whole idea of like you copied that, it's like not really.
I get that all the time.
It's a
too.
different thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure every prank YouTuber gets it though. I mean, that's such a saturated market. Like I was saying, like prank videos have been a thing since YouTube's been a
Since
thing.
over-
Everyone,
Yeah. Since before I
everyone's
was
done
even
it. So
born.
obviously, like every idea has at least a piece. Like you can't come up with something completely original every single time.
And
And
the one
I
thing
see
I
no
hate-
problem with like doing the same prank because, like you said, it's a completely different person. You're gonna do it to different people. You're gonna get different reactions. So I think it's comedy no matter what. But I just like I've never got that comment understood. Like
It's just like, and on top of that, the one thing I hate though is like when I see a prank that's been done like 6 years ago, way before I even started doing YouTube, way before I even knew who did the prank, I do it. And then I look in my comments, people are like, oh, you should give them the credit. I didn't even know this guy did the prank.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I didn't even know he did it. I just, for some reason, I came up with the same idea. And obviously somebody did it before I did. I just didn't know who it was. So for you to come tell me I had to give somebody credit that I don't know, come on now. I
Right.
shouldn't, like, yeah, I should be able to just do a prank, not knowing who did it before me, and just let's move on. Like, let's
Absolutely.
just keep it pushing.
Yeah.
You can say, oh, yeah, I remember he did that prank 6 years ago, and you're doing the same thing. Cool. Like, we all have the same mindset. Like, we all, especially in this, like, field of work, you're probably going to think the same prank as somebody else, too.
Oh, totally. And it's already happened. I mean,
Yeah.
there's been stuff that we'll have for video ideas in our notes,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll see someone put it out of a video that we had almost exactly the idea in our
Worst
notes.
feeling.
It's like, fuck, that was such a good idea.
Exactly. But the thing about that, too, is, like, if you don't whatever idea you have, if you don't do it right away, somebody's gonna think of it, and they're gonna do it. And that's how I saw it when I started. I was like, bro, there's like 5-6 authentic, real pranks that I came up with. I'm like, there's no way he just did the same thing I'm doing. Like, I get people DMing me because I tell my friends the pranks I want to do. They're like, bro, he's literally doing the prank you just said you're gonna do. I'm like, oh no, I can't do it.
Damn.
No, I can't do it. Or I can still do it, but like, damn, I don't know if I should do it just because like he started it. Now I wanted to be the first one to start it, you know. So it's just that those are the obstacles you're gonna get. It's like the creativity. Yeah, you want to use somebody else's prank, but as a YouTuber that's like authentic, you want to create your own pranks. So that's the challenge. That's most likely the challenge as most YouTubers like come across, you know.
Yeah, totally. Some of the most notable people that stand out to me in some of your previous videos that you've done is like the D's Nuts guy. I saw that you guys met him on, was it like Hollywood Boulevard that you guys were on?
Yeah.
What was that like? How is he in person?
Bro.
How is he in person?
So, I mean, like he blew up.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. But what people don't understand is that once you go to LA and you blow up, you can be a one-hit wonder. Yeah. You know, and I'm not trying to, you know, talk down on him, but he was like that. Because going to Hollywood Boulevard, all he did was just walk, just like the Mickey Mouse Spider-Man costume people you see there. They like, you take pictures with them, they pay you. That's literally it. He just give me some bread, I'll take a picture with you. He's just like a Mickey Mouse on Hollywood Boulevard. That's literally what it was.
That's kind of a bad look. I saw in Loaf's video, he was trying to charge you guys to take a photo with him.
I'm like, okay, how much? Because like Mickey said anything. You giving me an actual amount. Like, nah. I'm not doing that. Don't tell me 50 when Mickey said $2. I'd rather go take a picture with Mickey now than take a picture with you. You feel me?
Mickey Mouse got way more clout than you.
Feel me? All Mickey doing is this. Like, what you doing? Like, come on, bro. But yeah, so that aspect, and then he wasn't liking it because we wasn't trying to give him 50.
Right, and you're kind of fucking with him a little bit.
But he said, "Yeah, I'm finna get on you," and start chasing us, bro. Like,
I saw him
started chasing. I don't know where, because like we were like a block away at first, and then he started walking towards us, and then we were like, you know what? Let's troll him a little bit. You know, let's just troll him.
Wow, time to wake
up, bro.
Time to wake up.
Time to wake up, bro. Is it past curfew or what?
That was a creatine shake.
But yeah.
Wow.
All of a sudden you hear loud footsteps and these nuts. Oh my God.
You supposed to let your dog out or something?
No, I just a reminder to take my creatine.
He's a big gym guy now.
Yeah.
You a big gym guy?
No, for like a month maybe. I'm a
but
big
he's got
guy.
alarms. But he's got alarms. He's huge.
Hey,
That's how fat I am. I forget to do it.
I literally have an alarm for when to post.
Yeah.
I literally have an alarm. Like, I set certain alarms. Like, if I miss a post in the morning, I have another one in the middle of the day. Because, like, you do so much that, like, it's so hard to keep track of what you need to do, you know?
Definitely. Yeah. How do you schedule that out as far as, like, your long form from your short form stuff? Like, do you once you release the long form video, so, I mean, for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, long form video meaning like your 3-minute plus video on YouTube, and then your short form content being like your TikToks, Instagram Reels, that kind of stuff. How do you schedule that out? Do you release the shorts after you've already released the main video?
Yeah, pretty
so
much.
that it points people back?
Yeah, I drop it on YouTube, and I promote it on all my other social media platforms. And then what I do is, in that meantime, I already have those TikTok versions already edited. So what I do is I pick certain days, and I just start posting it. So once I make the TikTok, I see how many clips I can get out of the whole like 10-minute YouTube video. And then I start, you know, which one's the best one? Which day do I think I can post this? Like my most recent video, I feel like there's going to be a lot of clips out of that. Y'all know.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of
crazy
clips.
shit going
And
on.
it's like, it's super hard too, because like obviously it's very time consuming. So being able to like, once you drop one video, you got to start filming for the next video, but then at the same time you got to start editing the previous reels and then start working on the new videos as well. So you have to really manage your time, you know.
Yeah.
So it takes a lot.
Oh, I believe it. And I know it. I mean, we kind of do a similar thing when we release the regular episode on Tuesdays, you know, let's say like the long form version, and then we clip up all the clips out of it. And then we promote that throughout the week to point people back and redo it the next week or the next posting schedule.
That's pretty much what it is. So I try to post my videos on Mondays, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, post the reels. And then in that meantime, I'm still filming for the next week's drop, you know. So it's just like that whole cycle. It's like a 9 to 5, but like you work on your own schedule, you know.
Are you full-time content now?
Yeah, now I am.
Hell yeah.
Before it was like,
man.
it was half and half, you know, so I was a manager and I had to do all like get time for myself to be able to travel with Loaf and be able to do all these things that I'm doing now. And it got to a point where I'm like, I have to sacrifice one or the other. And you have to pick what's benefiting you the most. And to me, I love doing this. I love making people happy. I literally, before I came into this podcast, I just saw a comment of a girl just said how much like I make her day just watching my videos, you know, and that means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Putting smiles on people's faces.
That's huge.
It's a big thing. Yeah.
That's huge.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I mean, obviously, now that you're full-time, you're monetized on everything, on every platform as of right now.
I just got monetized on Facebook.
Damn.
I didn't even know Facebook was monetized.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. I mean, and they're okay. If you can figure it out, you can make a good amount of money on Facebook.
I ain't gonna lie. Facebook low-key is better than TikTok. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah,
But
right.
Yeah,
right.
get on to it.
The thing about TikTok is like if you want to make money on views, all your videos have to be over a minute. And that's tough to
Yes,
hold
it is.
someone for a
Yeah.
long period of time, like a
Literally.
minute. So you really got to hit with like your best stuff for a minute long.
A minute.
A lot of people
Think
don't
about
understand that.
To make sure that one person is watching a whole minute-long video, it takes a lot. Like, you have to really be creative to want to get somebody's attention.
Totally.
And hold it.
Keep it hard
Yeah,
hitting.
like,
Keep
it's-
everyone interested. I mean, realistically, every 3 seconds, you got to have something. Every 3
Literally.
to 5 seconds, you got to have something that keeps people watching.
And I learned
or
that
they're
the
just gonna
hard way.
swipe.
I learned that the hard way because, like, the first, like, when I started posting TikTok videos, like, I would say the first 40 videos I posted barely even got over 1,000 views. Barely.
Yeah.
So I was like, what am I doing wrong? I called all my YouTuber friends. I'm like, bro, I need help. Like, tell me, like, what am I doing wrong? Watch this video. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Like, I spent, I would say, an hour with one of my friends. He's literally giving me the whole rundown. Bro, you need to cut the dead space. You need to do this. You need to do that. You need to not do that because that's what's not getting you your views.
Yeah,
So
TikTok cuts so
bro,
much shit.
So much. Like,
Oh,
it's like,
gross.
it's so crazy. It's like, for how quick you can blow off of TikTok, it takes a lot to actually make the videos
Does.
for you to blow up on. A lot of
Totally.
people don't know the behind the scenes work.
No.
Like, it takes a lot of work. So,
No. Well, I mean, are you comfortable sharing? What do you get on your monetized videos? I saw that in a recent video you had an ad read in there for Prize Picks too. So like you're getting some brand deals, you're getting some brand partnerships right now. I mean, if you're not comfortable sharing, don't. But do you feel comfortable telling us like what do you make on what platform do you prefer?
honestly, the best platform to make good revenue off of is YouTube. So a lot of people they think that TikTok is the way to go because it's quicker numbers. Like, TikTok is better for blowing up. If you want to get 100,000 followers or whatever the case is, get on TikTok. But if you want to make some money, get on YouTube. But you have to know how to, monetize yourself on YouTube. What kind of videos you want to put out and how you want to put those videos out. Those things are a big factor into the revenue aspect of YouTube and stuff like that. But YouTube is where I make most of my money, though. Yeah.
That's sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you.
Cool.
I wonder if anyone's made like a crash course channel on YouTube on how to make money on YouTube.
Oh yeah, dude. There's
There's
a
been a bunch.
million
Really?
people
Bro,
on YouTube.
I've
Oh,
watched
yeah.
like
Outside of it,
six. I've watched like 6-8 videos that has nothing to do with what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And how to make money on YouTube.
Totally.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I've gone down the rabbit hole hours and hours and hours watching podcasts, face to camera videos on like how to structure the content, how to figure out the algorithm,
The
Dude, I
algorithm
love
is the
that kind of
hardest
stuff.
part,
It's crazy. You never know what's like some of our videos where we're like, oh, we're posting this just for the hell of it. We have nothing else. It's the one that blows up.
Doesn't it make you mad sometimes?
Oh,
For real.
yeah.
Like,
insane.
you're like,
For real.
no, that's not gonna do well. And then next thing you know, I'm like, bro, it got 27 mil. Like,
Yeah.
what? Like, what? Like, how did that even happen? Like,
I feel horrible for Cody because he does all of our editing and he'll like work on a clip for like hours and post it and it won't do good and then he'll just throw something together in 30 seconds and,
And
it just blows the fuck up.
Yeah,
We're like,
dude.
that's got to be so fucking
Yeah.
annoying to put all the work into a
We had
flop,
this
you know?
clip talking about. Have you ever heard of Frog Army? The guy that like raised a bunch of frog eggs in his backyard.
the fuck?
So he raised like 1 million frog eggs in the stock tank in his backyard.
million?
And then all these frogs were all over his neighborhood, whatever. And I just quick put this together because I was like, I don't have anything else. I told Sam, I was like, hey, just so you know, I don't think this is going to perform well.
Right.
I just quick put it together. 10 million on Facebook the next day. I'm like, are you? This is terrible.
It's
Literally
nuts.
like a 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes put it together kind of thing. And that was like one of our highest Facebook videos at the time. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is annoying.
Yeah. Because
It's
the
a
time you
game.
spend on what you think is gonna do well is not doing well, and then you just
Not at all.
500 views.
Like,
Yeah.
and then you sit and rethink like, should I just spend more 30 seconds just putting some random shit together and then expecting it to blow up just like the other ones, and then you
Right.
but you don't know. You don't know what you're gonna get until you post it.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. Do you edit your own stuff?
I edit everything.
Nice.
Everything. I mean, obviously, I have a filmer, but other than that, I edit it. I come up with my ideas. I pretty much pay for everything, damn near.
Yeah.
Every single one of my pranks, I have to fund everything. It's not like I get a sponsorship or something, you know. Price Picks helps out, you know. They do one or two things, but I have to do what I have to do to make sure I get good videos.
Absolutely.
and
Well,
viewers.
and you still have to be growing. Otherwise, companies like Prize Picks are not going to reach out to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You
So
gotta
it's
keep it
a
up.
constant battle
Mhm.
of like, hey, I need to make money, but
That
at the
too.
same time, I still got to be entertaining.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a delicate balance.
And the more you care about like the quality of your content too, is the more money you're spending. Really, like I've noticed that a lot with Cody and like the upgrades that he's made around here. It's
Yep.
like he cares about the quality so much that we're spending money on shit that other people would never even dream of
Hey,
spending money
it's
on.
so
They just want to
crazy.
put out a 30-second video on their fucking iPhone, and it's like.
Yeah.
But like here, it's like I mean, you see it in here. It's
Mhm.
crazy the amount of money and the time that goes into it.
Everything. Like,
I'll
it-
just
it
say some
tells.
poop jokes on
Yeah.
some microphones,
Just
you know?
make some poop jokes.
Just say some crazy stuff, but it's what you guys love doing. So that's why you're investing so much into what you're doing. you know?
Totally.
That's a
Totally.
good part about it because it's gonna pay off.
Absolutely. So now, you obviously doing a lot of collaboration with Loaf
Mhm.
and being in position with all these people. Have you noticed a big influx when you do collaborations with people like Loaf to your separate channels?
In a sense, not really, just because like he has his channel, he does his own thing. People see me in his channel, so it's my character and my authenticity in his channel that attracts those viewers to my channel.
For sure.
Like if you see me in his video, you're like, who is that guy? Goten, let me go look him up and see if he has his own stuff, you know. And
You're
just-
kind of like a regular character on the Loaf
oh
videos.
yeah, of course, yeah.
So
yeah.
you're like, Loaf is kind of like Minnesota David Dobrik almost.
Damn near, yeah.
You know,
You
a
can put it
cooler
that way,
David
yeah.
Dobrik, you
It's
know?
like, I would say he's like more of like a Danny Duncan too.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
those
for sure.
combinations, you know, like. But he's like he knows how to like really get people's attention when we go out to film. I don't know, that dude's character is fucking unique.
Super
He's so
unique.
unique, like,
Super unique.
His monotone is just like how nonchalant he is. Like, don't get me wrong, he's a funny guy, he's a cool guy. He's out and about, but like once he's like filming, it's like, yeah, he's like, damn, I'm in my zone. Like I'm in my this is my habitat. This is my
Uh-huh.
natural habitat. Let me just go and do my thing.
It's almost like therapy for some people.
Literally.
He strikes me as that kind of guy because I would imagine that normally he's probably pretty reserved. He's
Yeah.
not like just naturally out fucking with
Yeah.
people. So I think this is a good way for people like him to like express themselves in a way that they normally wouldn't be able to.
Oh, of course.
Gives
yeah.
them like this other platform.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys know this. Like he has social anxiety in a sense. Like, and he didn't tell me this until we went and did our vaping in the college lecture prank. That was my first ever big prank I did with him. And I literally wasn't scared until the moment we went in the bathroom. And he was like, he looked at me, he was like, bro, I'm so happy I'm here doing this with you, bro. Cause like the last time I did this prank, I was so nervous. And I'm like, what do you mean you're nervous? I'm not nervous. And then once he said that, it clicked. It literally clicked. Cause I have stage fright.
Okay.
So going into a lecture hall with over 200 people, and you have to look at them and you have to say, I'm like, oh, now you just fucked my head up, bro. Now you got me nervous. Like I started sweating, like I started sweating. But I'm like, you know what? I'm with you. You already said that me being with you is gonna help. All right, now you being with me is gonna help me a little bit because now I don't really have to say that much, and that's what I did. I just was vaping. I was just didn't say nothing like the whole time, and it was just cool being able to see that, just like how that prank and that video played out, just because like I've never experienced that.
You guys obviously got kicked out.
Oh yeah, we always,
Yeah.
When do we not get kicked out?
Right.
Like, think about that. When do we not get kicked
Right,
out? There's
right.
like a 95% chance wherever we go, we're gonna get kicked out or we're gonna get trespassed. Like it's one of the two. literally.
That is one question I really wanted to ask you because I'm curious. It's got to be hard for you to even shop at this point. How many places have you been trespassed from?
I'm still trespassed from Home Depot. I'm still like they
Damn.
like they booted me like they booted me out of there.
Are you building a lot of shit? Is that a big inconvenience to not be able to go to Home Depot?
Not really, just because they got Menards and Lowe's. You know, you can run up to Menards one or two.
Right.
Like that's where I get my dog food. So you know, I always I gotta make sure I'm on a good basis with
Yeah.
Menards. Like, I can't, like
You don't want to burn that bridge yet.
literally last time me and Loaf went to Menards, I was like, bro, I'm gonna rear off on this end because like I'm a member. I'm a loyal member. Like, you can't. There's certain places you can't do too much. Like Costco, like I had to rope. Like Loaf literally tried to bring the speaker next to me when he was blasting it in Costco and try to rope me in it because I literally have a membership card with Costco. So like there's no way you finna get me in trouble in Costco and think that I'm not gonna get trespassed. But like Costco is super cool.
Yeah, like,
And,
bro, I'm paying to be here. I don't want to get kicked out.
Exactly. You know, like you pay money to have this membership. Like for them to just say, "Oh yeah, you're done, buddy." Like never come to Costco again. But I have been trespassed from like a bunch of places, and like Walmart. When I was trespassed and I had to go shopping, because like Walmart is one of the cheapest places to go shopping at. So
Absolutely.
way more cheaper than Target. Not going to Target, so went to Walmart. I put a hoodie up every time. I have to put a hoodie up every time while I was trespassed. Like you can't go there. So I'm not filming. I just want to go get my pineapples and whatever the case is, my little strawberries. Let me go get my strawberries in peace, please.
Yeah.
That's it. But then I have had like 3 encounters while I had my hoodie up. Like a cashier came up to me after I checked out. Like I'm walking out the store. This motherfucker literally, hey bro, like screamed across the fucking room, like screams my name. I'm like, and I didn't think it was the employee. And then he's walking next to me, whipping out his phone already. He was like, "Let me take a picture with you, bro. I didn't really know it was you until I saw you in your hoodie." I was like,
Oh no.
I was like, bro, do you know what you're doing right now? Like you're literally telling the whole Walmart that they can come arrest me right now for trespassing if they want.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah,
You can get
exactly.
arrested.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, bro, you can't just expose me like that. Like that's not okay. Like, but yeah, let's take the picture though. Let's be quick. Boom, boom. Took the picture, left, and that was it. Yeah.
Yeah, let's get into that too. How many times have you been arrested doing prank videos?
Only once actually.
Okay.
Like prank related.
Bring us through that.
A prank, getting arrested, prank related. I would say. I got detained. I never got arrested.
Okay.
I got detained, and that was at Legoland.
That
was at Legoland.
That's so crazy.
Like it was the craziest thing. This dude, like, because I don't know why he felt like he like was over the law. I don't know what it was. I was like just asking him a few questions, and then he was like, "I'm tired of you. Turn your hands around the back," and just puts me in cuffs. I was like, "Bro, I literally just asked you a question. Like, why are you trying to like trespass us and do all these stuff when you don't need to? We can literally leave." And he was like, it's 4 of you guys, and you're just not listening. So, and it's only one of me. I'm like, bro, we're not a threat to you. Like, look at him and look at him and look at me.
That's a little bit of
I have
abuse
a rainbow
of power.
shirt. I have a rainbow shirt on that says "Proud Buffoon." What about that is scary to you, bro? Come on now.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? And he puts me in the back of the car, and yeah, he falsely accused us too.
Dang.
He said that we attacked the lady at Legoland.
Oh yeah, I did see this
Yeah.
video because you have footage of
We
obviously
have the
you
whole thing.
not
This
doing
lady
anything.
literally smacked us with her purse, and all you hear was change in the purse, like just clinking. Like, and I saw her, and the fact that they literally kicked us out and not them over the fact that they attacked us is crazy. Like, it's these are what you're gonna get as a YouTuber. Like, people are gonna falsely accuse you.
Yeah.
You're gonna be the bad guy. Like, you just gotta know how to just take it in.
Well, and they're thinking like you have a camera in your face, you're the one that did it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like that's just how it is. Like I feel like even if you have like a media pass, you're still gonna be the bad guy. It doesn't really matter. Like,
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. You ever been to any big events where you got like an actual media pass to go film stuff?
Not really, just because like the biggest event that we've had was the UFC event, the Kobe Covington, and we're probably gonna be at the Sugar Sean
Hell yeah.
UFC 299 in Miami as well.
Oh
so
my
that's gonna
God.
be really, really fun.
That's gonna be
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, we're Price Picks is in the works right now of getting us a ticket. So
that's
like,
badass.
Big shout out Price Picks, man. They're really cool. It's just being able to like be in these positions and just like get these like just a UFC fight, bro.
That's crazy.
Like being able
Especially
to
a Sugar Sean
Man,
UFC fight.
you see people like I see people I've never seen that I didn't expect I would see in my whole life. I'm like, bro, I'm literally touching you. I'm like
UFC's
I'm touching you, bro.
UFC is like a star-studded
Like,
event these days.
literally.
And, like
It is.
everyone's there. The president's there. You know, Dana White
Donald
is
Trump.
Dana White is one of the biggest dudes
Calls him
on
the
the internet
president.
right now.
Yeah. Like Donald Trump. I seen Trump. I'm like, why the hell is Trump here? I mean, obviously it was during the Kobe Covington, so
Yeah.
you know, it was a big
Yeah.
thing for him. So it was really, really dope being able to see all of that. Even being able to spar with Kobe, like that was a big thing.
That's crazy.
That was
That's
even
so
better
cool.
with. It was better than Sugar Sean, honestly, because like with him, I actually wrestled him. Like
I
Kobe,
think I saw that.
bro, I wrestled him, and every time I went against, I wrestled him 3 times. and he did the same submission to me every time. And before he did it, he told me that he was gonna do it.
Oh.
Guess what I did? No, you not. You ain't gonna hit me again. Just like watch. Puts me on the choke. I don't even know what it is, but I literally almost passed out every time. Like I was like to the verge of passing out. Like,
Damn.
Like I started seeing stars. Like
He's a strong dude.
he's so
Unbelievably
strong.
strong.
Like his punch, he punched me hard, and he whispers in my ear, "I had to punch you because you look like a tough guy." I looked at him. I was like, "That's fucked up. That's fucked up. You punch everybody light, and then me? Is it because I'm black? Like what? Like, bro." But then we had a conversation. He was like, bro, like he was telling me like, yeah, bro, like you look like you can be into boxing. You can do this, bro. I was like, honestly, I just know how to whoop ass. That's it. I'm not a professional. I'm an amateur when it comes down to it. But like overall, he's just like a super chill guy. People think he's an asshole. He's not.
Yeah.
Like he's really not. Like,
Well, and that's a lot of these public figures. They're seeing them at times when it's like they're getting rushed by a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's like, I don't want this.
Exactly.
You know, I don't care to do this.
Yep.
I'm a fighter. I'm not a celebrity.
yeah.
I'm sure some guys feel that they are celebrities, but I would think the majority of them probably don't care to be famous. They just want to fight and they want the money.
It's the love of it.
Yeah.
The love of the sport. They're just there. The fame comes with it, you know. So
Dude, it's hard. You know, a lot of people don't. They see them fighting, but they don't see they're training for years for some of these fights, or like cutting weight for 6 months.
it's crazy.
You know, the diets that they're on, the workouts that they're on.
It takes
It's
a big mental toll on.
Oh,
them as
for
well.
sure.
Like,
It's a
all of that.
lifestyle,
Yeah.
and that's why a lot of these guys, they'll get into drugs and they'll fall off or
Exactly.
gain a lot of weight when they're
Yeah.
done fighting
Yeah.
because they're going through these big rushes. And it's like, how do you compare that when you're fighting in these huge stadiums
Yeah.
in front of sometimes 100,000 plus people? How do you just go to live in a normal life after
hard.
that?
The one
It's so
I always
hard.
look
Ridiculous.
at with that is like Mike Tyson, because you'll never, no matter what drugs, no matter anything, you're never going to get that same adrenaline rush of being Mike Tyson
Yeah.
during the Mike Tyson
my
era.
God.
You can, it's like there's no bigger peak than that. So it's like once you're done, that feeling's got to be so horrible.
Yeah, dude.
Like once you lose that, once you're not Mike Tyson anymore, and you're
Speaking
just
of
some
feeling,
dude.
I really wonder what was going through his head after he bit Buddy's ear off.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
for you to be in the middle of a fight, like I love Mike Tyson.
Power trip.
Oh yeah,
But for you to be in the middle of a fight and bite a nigga ear off, it's crazy. Like to bite a whole nigga, like think about it. Like y'all are using hands. And then you have to turn your head around.
Dude,
Just
imagine
bite his ear
too.
off.
I
it's
can't
less than
imagine.
hands. It's
Crazy.
just boxing, like not to degrade what they
Like it
do,
went
but
from
like
this
boxing is
to
not even
your
like
mouth.
yeah.
It went from hands to your mouth. That's the quickest like switch up I've ever seen.
Dude,
It
what
went from,
blows my mind is like how much force you got to bite down to take an ear
oh,
off. Like you
that
gotta,
too.
you gotta crunch,
commit. You gotta
That too.
commit so hard
Yeah.
to actually
gotta
bite that.
crunch.
I mean, you
There's
ever
gotta
get like
be-
a tough piece of steak?
I feel
It's
like he was working
5 times harder than that.
I feel like he was training for his bites for that match because I feel like he knew that was gonna happen. For
He's
you
using
to-
those jaw exercises.
Oh yeah,
you know?
thumbs. He's got to. There's no way because like the way he just bit it off, it's like he's been training for that.
Yeah, that shit was planned.
like
dude.
it was. That's why he was like the way he was so quick. Bitch, I did it.
At
What's
that
up?
point, he was like fully mentally insane already, though. Like playing with tigers every day, and like just the what he was. I think
Yeah.
he was in his own head so bad that
Yep.
biting someone's ear off wasn't even the craziest thing he thought about in that 10
yeah.
minutes.
When you're that successful and you've won that many matches, how do you not get a god complex though?
Oh
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Seriously.
Like he was the baddest dude on the planet
Man,
at one
he's-
point.
I still think like when it comes to the boxing like era, he's still at the top.
Oh,
Like he's
Yeah.
I'm
still
sure.
at the top.
I mean-
Mike Tyson, for how old he is, I don't think most like young fighters in their prime could even like keep up with him right now.
Oh, it's got to be a
No.
mentality thing
Yeah.
because, like, I would assume he was just willing to die out there.
Oh,
Like, if
yeah.
that's what it would take to win,
yeah,
I'm sure he
for
would just
sure.
be willing to go down.
For
Dude,
sure.
or that video of him on the airplane a couple years ago.
when he
I never
beat the
saw
fuck
that.
out of that
I
drunk
did
guy.
see that.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
so-
some
some
drunk
dude-
dude was like, you tell it. You tell it.
This guy was messing with him. He was right behind him, asking him weird questions, and all of a sudden he just starts beating the fuck out of him. Just some scrawny little white boy.
But he
Damn.
was like, the dude was drunk and was clearly trying to fuck with
Like,
Mike Tyson. He
instigate
knew what he
some
was
shit.
doing.
Yeah,
like he
like-
deserved to get punched in the head.
Like even me, I get that all the time. When I go out, like you get fans that expect you to be exactly who you are in your videos.
Yeah.
I am who I am in my videos, but I'm not that person all the time.
You're not trying to
Yeah.
get fucked with.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's cool. Like you come in, if you're a prankster and you want to come prank me, I'll go along with the joke. Like cool, you prank me, you got me, cool. But don't keep nagging and thinking that
dude.
you're gonna get something out of me. I don't get out of my body for my fans. Like if you want to come and take a picture, we can take a picture. Cool. Don't come and start saying some crazy off the wall shit in my ear, thinking I'm gonna oh, well, like, what do you expect me to do? Like, I'm not gonna do this. There's
It's
no
almost
camera,
like-
and it's like they think that there's a camera. Like they just think there's a hidden camera somewhere. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to live my life, bro.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. Like,
That's
you know?
crazy. It's like the stigma of like stand-up comedians when they get heckled. Like someone in the crowd thinks that they're funnier than the dude who's literally paid to be here.
Bro, literally.
Like, quit trying to be the main
Like-
character. Like, if you're a fan, come say you're a fan. That's cool.
That's it.
But don't try and do what I
Hit me
do.
with the jokes, like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, my jokes are a little bit more funnier than yours. Nah, I mean, if you think it's funny, go on the stage and go, hit the fans with your
Yeah.
jokes. Then don't come
Right.
tell me. I don't care. I'm doing the same thing you're doing. You know,
Yeah.
it's like we're both selling meat. You want to come sell me your meat? Like, no, why? Like, bro, I gotta go find somebody that wants me. I don't want your meat. Not pause,
Wow,
pause.
disrespectful.
Not like that.
Disrespectful.
With respect, I don't want your meat.
With all respect, man. But
For real.
yeah, it's just like those aspects and like just being able to go out. It's cool just taking pictures with fans, being able to get noticed out and about, but it gets overwhelming sometimes,
Yep.
especially when you go to events and bars. Like you don't like drunk fans are the worst. I'm sorry. I just had to say that now. Drunk fans are probably the worst because like they prolong a conversation, especially when you're at a bar just like enjoying yourself. And then you see some like it's cool, come say hi. You watch the videos, take a picture. Okay, go hang out with your friends. Let me hang out with my friends. You don't have to tell me how you want to start a YouTube channel and all that. If you want to do all that, go do it, brother, because I was the same way as you and I did it. I didn't tell anybody. I just did it. I had a lot of people come up to me and tell me that I needed to start a YouTube channel. And I was like, why haven't I done it? And I went and did it. So for you as a drunk person to come tell me this, you're just drunk, buddy. Like I'm not trying to listen. I'm just trying to have a good time. Let me just enjoy my tequila sunrise in peace, you know? Like let me just enjoy myself. That's it.
I
But
feel like a lot of people when they get drunk, they completely lose all ability to know how to read a room.
oh yeah.
They just lose it completely. Like Sam
Oh,
was
yeah.
saying the other day, he said the funniest thing. He said, "I'm so glad that I'm self-aware,"
Oh.
and it makes perfect sense when you think about it. It's like, why can't you just figure out that this person doesn't want to talk
That's
to you?
true.
It's such an easy thing to
hard.
do when you're sober, but as soon as people get drunk, they think that you want to talk to them all night.
Honestly, I think sometimes the fans do, but they just don't want to accept it because like they're in that moment. I'm like, because like, I don't know if you guys have ever experienced it. Taking a picture with a fan and they're shaking. It's like, bro, I'm a human being.
No, we haven't got to
Like,
experience
No.
that.
I bleed blood like you. So why are you shaking? Just taking pictures with me. Like I'm sweating.
Yeah.
You making me sweat. You making me shake. You shaking. Like I don't know what's going on. Like the first encounter I've had with that, and I had to ask him. I was like, you good, bro? He was like, I'm just nervous, bro. Like I never thought I'd meet you. I'm like, bro, I'm a human being. Like like I live in this state with you. Like what makes you think you're not gonna come across me one of these days? Like come on now. But like experiencing that, it's like there's something that I am doing that has somebody like out like
Starstruck.
literally like it's
Yeah.
so crazy. Like I've never experienced that. So being able to see that firsthand, it's like I'm doing something right in my life.
Absolutely.
I'm
Yeah.
doing something right.
You're making an impact.
And I'm gonna keep doing it, and I'm gonna do it better than I did before. That's
Hell
how
yeah.
that's the mindset. So it's just like, damn, just being able to see that, it's just like, wow,
It's inspiring.
it's very much inspiring. Literally,
That's sweet.
Like, it's crazy. I love it though.
I love
Just
it. We love it. We've been big fans for a long time.
Hey, I appreciate it, bro. This is
And
why I'm
we're
here.
obviously going to continue to be fans.
Oh
You
yeah.
know?
Hey, I hope to come back again, man, because this is fun, bro. I like the vibes in here, bro. Literally.
Good.
Appreciate that.
Good.
I appreciate
y'all,
that a
y'all,
lot.
like I ain't gonna lie, I was hoping more of like the little question, the little fun games, but being able to talk like this, get the fans to know me a little bit better is it's a lot. I
Yeah,
like this. I
for
like
Next
sure.
time you come back, we'll set up a
we
pretty
might
gnarly
go a
game
little
for
crazy.
you.
We might go a
Yeah.
little crazy next time.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to
Yeah,
it.
we'll plan on just getting you a hotel next time.
Hey,
that you
fuck
come.
it.
Hell
Fuck
yeah.
it. We'll just
We're gonna
just put a blow up mattress in one of the rooms.
Yeah,
you know?
okay,
And call it a
perfect.
day, you know?
Good. The expectations are low. I like it.
Yeah, of course.
Well, hey, Goten, thank you so much for coming on, man. We
course, man.
appreciate it. And again, we're big fans. Where can everyone find you on socials?
Hey, everywhere at heygoten.com. You can check me out again. Y'all can see the Simpin' Ain't Easy merch is out right now. Shop at heygoten.com. All social media platform is at heygoten.
Coming soon, mason jars of Brecky Hill's hot tub water.
Oh yeah. Bottle water too. We got everything. Trust.
oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.